Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today we'll be looking at the Redtiger F7NP 4K dashcam. This dashcam has a 4K front camera with a 170-degree wide-angle view, 1080p rear camera with a 140-degree wide-angle view, f1.5 aperture lens, ensuring clear recordings even in low light. You can connect this dashcam to Wi-Fi and manage the recordings via the Redtiger app on iOS or Android. It has a built-in GPS that records your route, speed, and precise location. Also has loop recording, ensuring continuous recording when the SD card is full. It has a G sensor that locks the footage when it detects a collision, preventing the data from being overwritten. The manufacturers also have great after-sales support with 18 months assurance and a 24-hour support team. Let's get into unboxing this the 4K dashcam. So let's open the box. In this box, you have the user manuals. So here you have a quick start guide. Card here to get to the Redtiger website, Instagram, and you can email for help. So this you'll be able to put on the back of the dashcam suction cup. It is suction to the windshield. And this little plastic here, you're going to be able to put on the windshield also to make sure that the surface is flat and you can actually put the suction cups on it. Instructions how to use the suction cup and the actual user manual. So let's see what's in the box. Start with this right here. So this is the GPS. So here's a suction cup that will be mounted to the windshield. The GPS module right here and the suction cup. And this right here is the actual camera itself. This is a 4K front camera with screen on the back here and controls on this side. SD card slot, power button. There's actually an SD card in it. I think it's 32 gigs. So it has a Lexar 32 gig micro SD card. You don't have to buy an SD card for it, so this comes in it. Then you have this package right here that has all the accessories. So let's see what's in here. All right, so you have a cigarette lighter connection. This is USB-C connection back to the webcam, which will be plugged into the side here. It plugs in right here under the USB right here. It plugs right here. And then this end will go into your cigarette lighter. And in this box, you should have the rear camera and the cables for the rear camera. So this is a 1080p wide angle 140-degree camera and can be disconnected from here. So you can install it. Then this cable will be plugged into main camera again, into this position right here. So plug it here, back to the rear camera. And then you have these. These are just little clips to connect the wires to, say for example, to direct these wires along so they don't just hang down. You can use these clips to do that. And also, there's this tool. You can remove any panels with it. It's great that they actually add this so you won't damage your car trim or anything like that. So let's move on to the car to install it. I have provided a link to this product in the description. If you make a purchase, I may earn a commission at no extra cost to you. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is take this plastic off. And then you're going to take this. This is for the suction cup. And remove this right here. And then you take your GPS and just slide the camera on and remove the camera cover, protection for the camera here. And then you're ready to add it to the windshield. So I'm going to be mounting it in this area right here. You're going to do one of these that came in the package. You're simply going to remove the protection here. So you're simply going to remove the backing, take it off, discard this section of it. Keep this section with it right here. See how it's perforated here? We keep it and paste this to the windshield. So I'm going to put it right here because I want the dash cam to be the part of it to be hidden here. So then you take your dash cam, you're going to put it up on the windshield like this over the plastic. Remember that plastic you put on, just put it, press, hold it, and turn the GPS this way. The dash cam is now locked onto the windshield. Then you can angle it however you want. after sliding it on, what you want to do now is you want to take your power cord, put this on it. You're going to now run the wires from the dash cam up along here, going over, I'm going to run it across here through this rubber, and then go under my dash somewhere there, and come back over on this side to get into my console right here. And to get this wire up under here, right under here, is very easy. You can just use your fingers and tuck it under. So push your finger, pull on it, and just tuck the wire to there. Just keep tucking it under here. It gets under there. There's nothing holding it back. It just gets under there easily. We're going to get over here, right over here. Right here, the pry tool will be very useful right here, just to tilt here, tighten up here, and get the wires under here. As you know, you have airbags in here, so just be careful. Just tuck it in there. And then by the rubber here, all you have to do is just take the wire, just tuck it behind here. So it comes out like that. You just tuck it behind here. And then get to this side, you're just going to have to just tuck it behind here. Just take it behind this rubber here. So you just slide the pry tool along here, feeding it all the way down. I just continue that along the rubber, along the car, all the way in. So I'm going to open the door. Okay, so now that I have the power for the dash cam installed and run all the way along here, I'm back to the console. The next thing I want to add is the wires for the rear dash cam. That is the same procedure. Just leave a little bit out and just tuck it in under here also, using the same procedure. As I said, if you want, you can use the pry tool and just push the wires up further. And just keep tucking it all the way back to the back of the car again. So I'm going to go ahead and do that because it's the same rubbers and quarter panel trims that you have to deal with. So I'll catch you at the back of the car. Alright, so my microphone broke while filming this, so I had to go and get another mic. So I'm now at the back, and all I'm doing now is also tucking this in. And then here, I'm going to now run the wire across here because I need to get to here, to right here. I'm trying to go through this to get over to the windshield above here. So I'm going to go through here and then get up here so I can install the camera somewhere there on the back. I can't install it here because there's another camera for my car installed right there. So I'm going to come probably like right here and install it. So I need to get this off, and I also need to get the wire through here to get up into here. So I'm going to be taking out this rubber here now, get my wire fished through here. See if I can slide it through like a hole right there. So the first thing I want to do is get it under here. Then I'm going to take this side out also. Let's see if I can fish it through. So I got it through. Took some finesse in, but I got it through. And then I'm going to fish it back through this hole. And then I'm going to take my pry tool. So I need to get this trim right here off. So I'm just going to take my pry tool and pry it off. And as I said, you don't have to do this part, but I want to keep it clean. So I'm just going to pry this off. And take it off. So there. And now all I want to do is just take my wire and fish it through here, under there, and just get it back over. So I'm just going to fish it through here. And after that, I'll just put this grommet back in. So my excess wire, I'm just gonna tuck it back inside here. So let's fix this grommet. That's fixed. And all this excess wire right here, I'm just gonna tuck it back under the in the roof liner. So I'm just gonna wrap it up and put it back in the roof liner. Just put this down. Slide it on there. So all my excess wire is now tucked up back under here. Right, so now all I need to do, I have this wire out. I'm gonna put my trim back on. So the trim is only held by these little clips, so it was easy to pull out. So I'm just gonna put it back down. And my wire will just come out right here. So I'm just gonna put a part of it in and then leave this part out for a little bit while I get my camera installed. Okay, so before you even put on the camera, make sure this glass is clean. I'm just gonna clean the glass right here. So make sure it's clean. The same little plastic, you have 4 of them, so you just take another one. I'm gonna paste on the glass like that. I'm just gonna paste it in this area right here. This is where I wanna put it. This thing is really sticky. So I'm gonna just put it right here. And then I'm gonna take my rear camera and just take this off. And the camera lens protection, I'm taking that off also. And then, so the camera can literally be rotated, so no matter how you put it on right now, it can be rotated, but I'm just gonna point it to the back glass and just stick it right here. And then take my wires and reconnect them. Just turn and just plug it in. And all my excess wire now, I'm gonna tuck again behind here. That's why I didn't cut this trim too tight. Just leave out this section of this trim so I can put the wires back under here. So just tuck everything in it. After tucking in, making sure that my wires don't cover where my clips are going to go. And it's locked in. So now, if you look right here now, that's the install. There's barely any wire coming off from behind the trim. And the trim is back in perfectly fine. No issues with my trim. My trim is back on. And then there's a grommet here that the wire is going up through. I'm just going to hold it, pinch it, and just slide it back in. Because you want to make sure that water can get back in the trunk. And that's done. So no signs right here that my wire actually that came through here and is over here. So that's what I would consider my clean install. If you look at it, nowhere to see the wires. All right, so let's get back into the car and power it up. Okay, so I'm back in the car now. So the first thing I want to do is I want to plug in the rear camera. Also plug in my USB power and remove the protective plastic right here. There's a tab on it on this right hand side. I just hold it, pull it off. And this is where these little clips now come in. You could now take one of these and literally just clip the wires against here. So you could just put it right here. Let me just use one. Put the wires in it and just clip it right there to help keep this installation neat. And then all you have to do is plug into your 12 volt. So all you have to do now is turn your car on. You don't have to start it, but just turn the car on and it will power up. And there it goes. The power light is on. So it's powering on. And then you just choose your language. My language is English. So you see where it says OK here? You're going to use this. There are 3 buttons along here. You're going to use this button, say OK. Time zone, Eastern time. Yes, I'm in New York, so Eastern time. And there you go. It's set up. So right now it's set up to see this is the front camera, that's the rear camera. So I need to make an adjustment on my rear camera to see behind me. So let me go make that adjustment. So I just made the adjustment for my rear camera. So now you can see the rear camera, and it's already saying recording here. This is March 28th, and it's 4:26 p.m., not 3:26. And this is recording at, according to this, 4K. So you can go into the settings and you use this for up and down. You can do the settings, set the resolution, audio if you want to record audio. So if you want to set resolution, just select OK in the middle. So I'm recording at 2160p plus 1080. The 1080 here is actually the rear camera. 2160 is the front camera. I'm going to leave it at default, and then I'm going to audio on if you want to record audio. I don't want to record audio inside my cabin. Well, you know what, let me leave the audio on and date stamp. So the date stamp here is where on the first screen you saw the date turned on. You can leave it to stamp the date. I'm leaving that set on too. And loop recording, it will just keep recording over and over. Even when the SD card is full, it's going to be a first in. So the first record you have is the first one to get erased. So I'm going to change mine from 1 minute loop to 3 minute loop. G sensor. So the G sensor is like you have a crash. If you have a crash, it detects that it was a sudden stop and a hard stop. Whatever it recorded just before that happened, it's going to save that, and it will never record over that until you actually take that footage and erase it. I'm going to leave mine at medium also, based on what Redtiger had done. So I'm going to leave it at medium. And then fatigue. No, I don't need this to be telling me to talk about fatigue and tell me to take a break. My car already does that anyway. And speed. This is speed stamp just to say my speed. This is up to you, how fast you are going, and record it, because I mean, you might have a problem and then you want to show this, and the cops might say, oh, so you are doing excess of the speed limit. So it's up to you. I'm leaving mine on. And GPS stamp, I'm leaving that on also. So if I want to go back, oh, and there's more than one page. So next page, speed units, miles per hour. I'm in the US, so it's miles per hour. And GPS info. GPS, this is just telling you how the GPS that is connected to, and the signal strength. Okay. And then rear cam flip off. I'm leaving it off too. It's just if you want to flip the camera. So if it's from left to right or right to left, leaving that off. Mirror flip. Okay, leave that on. And then download the app. So here now for the app, for your wife, the Redtiger app, you can scan this QR code right here to install the app. So all you have to do is take a phone and just scan the app, and you can install the Redtiger app right here. All right, I'll do the Redtiger app in another video. So let's move back. So again, you want to go back, hit the power button right here just once, and then go back to settings. Sorry, settings. We're on page 2, so let's get to page 2. All right, and then here is the Wi-Fi if you want to connect to it via Wi-Fi. I have Wi-Fi turned off right now. When I'm setting up the app, I'll do all of this. So just click OK, and you can select your language here. It has a number of languages on it: English, French, German. See, all of these languages. So hopefully yours is there. I'm staying on English. And then the time format can go 24 or 12 hour. I'm staying on 12 hour. Next page, date and time. All right, so I'm going to change this to 4. So on date and time, it's 2025. And then, oh, let me go this. 2025, it's March 28th, and it's 4:32. So I'm going to change that to 4. And then OK. And that's it. And let's go back. And then time zone. My time zone is Eastern time, so that's fine. Daylight saving time was turned off, so let me turn that back on. Frequency, not important, but I think I'm on 60 hertz. Click tone, that's the sound you're hearing right now. You can turn that off. And then screen, how quickly you turn the screen saver on. I'll say about 30 seconds in, I want you to turn the screensaver on. Parking sensor. So for this parking, so this is parking monitor. So Redtiger sells a kit. Instead of using the console plug that I have here now, you can wire straight to your fuse box or somewhere on your car that has continuous power. And it will, even when you turn your car off and walk away, it will still be getting power format. This is just a reminder to format your SD card, which is right here, in a slot right here. So I'm going to leave that off. And then next page, you can format SD card. Oh, it's testing the card speed, okay. The card test was successful. And you can set this back to default. This is the version of the software that it's running. And you scan this QR code to get help with your dash cam. So let's go back. And let's go to the front first. So the time, I changed the time to 4 from 3, so now it's 4:35 p.m. and it's recording. All right, Wi-Fi is not connected. So next I want to go to settings and playback. So you can come here and do the playback from right here. So if I say okay, I can do a normal playback, and then I'll just find the videos and see these are the videos it had recorded since. So I can just choose anyone and click okay, and it start playing back. So I press play here, and it's playing back the videos that you saw earlier. That's me adjusting the camera. So it's playing that video back. So I'm going to pause that and go back. And then just go all the way back and back. And video, you're going to go to video now. And that's the screen. That's the default screen. And here, see that it's recording. So it start recording again. And this red light flashing up here tells you that it's actually recording. Another thing, if you want to take, like something's happening in front of you, you can just hit this button right here and it will make a screenshot. So just hit it, takes a clean screenshot, and then you can go back to playback. Select playback, and then go to photo instead here. And then those are the screenshots I actually took. That's a screenshot, and it gives you the date, and you should have the date and time down here when it was taken. So you can just put this on the computer and see it's in a 3840 by 2160 for that screenshot. If you hit the power button on this, you can change the cameras that you're viewing on how the camera. So right now, this is a front camera, this is a rear camera. So if I hit the power button, it switches them around. Now the front camera is up there, the rear camera is right here. Press it again, only the front camera is shown. If I press it again, only the rear camera is shown. And I press one more time, it gives me my heading on a compass, and date and time, and my speed. One more press, turns off the screen, another press will bring it back to the screen. So this camera is a great camera, so I love it. I'm gonna do some driving and see how I'm gonna take a drive and then see how well the videos are on it. So I'm gonna turn this camera off, and coming up next is me driving around in the community for a few minutes, just to give you some daytime. It's 4:40 p.m. So I'm gonna take a drive, and let's see how good the video is around the community.